1 year ago, in my Spanish channel, I made a video in which I talked about my experience with Animal Crossing New Horizons shortly after I began playing it. Now a year has passed. My island progressed a lot and my opinion on the game did too. Hey there, I am Delta Ray and welcome to a new video. Animal Crossing New Horizons has been one of the most relevant Nintendo Switch games since its launch on March 20, 2020, more than a year ago. And although people don't talk about it as much as they did back then, it helped people a lot during the pandemic and it still does. It's still pretty active and gets new content every month or two. A year on Animal Crossing is long and you can do a lot of things in that time. And of course, my perception of the game changed in this time, as I said before. But wait a second, this video is progressing nicely, so before heading deeper into the video subject, I want to remind you to subscribe if you enjoy my content. Watch the full video, if you like it, consider subscribing, leaving a like, sharing it with your friends, and these things. And if you didn't, well, I have more videos and I will upload more, take a look at them, okay? It will mean a lot to me if you subscribe, honestly. But anyways, let's keep going with the video. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about another thing before. This video belongs to one of my sections, my experience with. It's the first time I'm uploading a video of this section on this channel, so I'll explain what it is about as briefly as I can. In my experience with, I kind of review games, but instead of doing it from an analytic and objective way, I talk about it from my personal experience, how it was for me playing it, how I felt doing so, and talking about things I enjoyed or disliked, whether it is the music, the graphics, or the gameplay. Therefore, you can expect a more subjective point of view. Your experience can always be different from mine, and if you disagree with me, that's okay, everyone has different opinions. Alright, with that explained, I gotta say now that this time that will be a bit different. As I said before, I already made this video a year before, so this one will be some kind of update. This means that I already have a base, and this video will focus on that evolution. Alright, not for real, it's time to talk about Animal Crossing. Let's start from the video from 1 year ago. What did I say there? Well, for starters, I made the script for the video only 1 week after I started playing the game. In that time, I got 5 villagers, the resident services building was being built, and I was about to pay my first house upgrade. In that video, I also compared my first impression with the game with that of New Leaf. That was basically that the first days felt quicker in New Horizons and the changes I saw were refreshing, especially the balloons, which offered better rewards and were now worth blowing up. Finally, I also state that I loved every single one of my villagers and that I loved interacting with them and that I wanted to make my island as good of a place as I could so they and I could have a great time. Did something change? Well, yeah. First of all, I wanted to say that Day 1 New Horizons has nothing to do with the current one in terms of content. A lot of events, furniture, and other features like art have been added. Every month, fishes and bugs change as well. Even if you have them all already, like I do, this still contributes to make the game feel fresh every month, and the same goes with seasons. Of course, as of today, I have all 10 villagers in my island. Those are Canberra, Eagly, Peanut, Marcy, Tex, Diana, Filbert, Tia, Bones, and Hack. And I also had Cranston, Graham, Dell, and Snooty. Although I love my current neighbors, I must admit that I don't really interact with them as much as I used to, because most of the time they just tell me the same things. And I must admit that I don't like every neighbor I have either. I work a lot on my island. It evolved a lot this past year. The first ambitious step being making 2 towns, one working as the capital with the resident services building and both shops, and another one in the mountains, working as a small town with a museum, a spa and a small park. Then I made a bigger natural park full of trees, flowers and even a cafe where Brewster should work. A camping zone, a viewpoint made specifically for watching shooting stars, a forest where every tree has fruit, and a bamboo forest at first, becoming a Japanese temple later on. My house is fully upgraded and, as I said before, I have and bag, every fossil too. The only thing I need to finish the museum is getting every sculpture and painting. I barely waste any money, so I have around 10 million berries in the bank. This basically translates into the fact that I don't really do a lot nowadays. I get the 4 daily fossils, and if there is something special, like fishing tourneys for example, I do that as well. But that's pretty much it. Even on events that were added later on, I didn't do a lot because I got bored quickly. This is funny because I honestly think New Horizons is a lot better than when it got released. Sure, it's still missing a lot of things, but it's a lot better than back then. However, when it got released, I consider New Horizons to be better than New Leaf, and nowadays I honestly don't. Don't get me wrong, I love New Horizons. As of today, it's the only game I play on a daily basis, and it's been like this for over a year. Even if I barely do anything, I still play every day, and what I do, even if it's a few things, I enjoy it. It's just that it's not the same thing for me. Animal Crossing games can be basically infinite, and it gets a bit monotone once you run out of things to do. I don't know what will happen once I buy every piece of art. Let's hope Nintendo updates the game with interesting things in the future. What about you? Do you still play New Horizons? I'd like to know about your own opinions as well, so don't be afraid to comment your experiences with the game. As for me, I think I don't have anything else to say, so I think that's it for today. But before I leave, remember that you can subscribe if you want, but have in mind that it's free and it makes me happy. No pressure though. And if you can like the video, share it with your friends or something like that. Why not? Well, I don't want to be annoying, so I'll shut up for now. Anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. See you later.